Now before moving on, I just want to stop for a second and acknowledge how crazy all of this is. Essentially on a whim, Pharrell agreed to meet with Nigo so that he could use his studio, and less than 24 hours later, they were planning on going into business together. Another thing that I want to emphasize here is that this was most certainly an important day in the history of Billionaire Boys Club, but it was also an important day in the history of Bape. As we discussed earlier, Nigo was looking for ways to popularize Bape in the United States, and at the end of their meeting, he gave Pharrell as much Bape as he could physically carry. Sensing the start of something great, in what I can only describe as poetic fashion, Pharrell left behind all of the clothes that he'd arrived in Japan with, and returned back home with nothing but Bape in his suitcase. After returning home from his trip to Japan, Pharrell became the unofficial poster child of Bape, wearing it in photo shoots, music videos, and pretty much everywhere else. This generated a ton of interest among Pharrell's largely American audience because, as we've talked about, he was already viewed as a budding style icon, and so they all wanted to know about this cool Japanese streetwear brand that had seemingly taken over his entire wardrobe. That being said, Pharrell is widely credited with helping popularize Bape in America, and it wouldn't be long before other rappers started following his lead. Thanks to this, Pharrell quickly became synonymous with Bape, and around this time, the only other brand you'd really see him wearing was his own, Billionaire Boys Club.